What's up, everybody? It's Carpo. Sitting outside. It's a nice evening out here, and well, try to capture the moment and make a quick video. Now, I'm gonna make this video about just being who you are, and it's very close to the one I made yesterday, but I kind of wanted to entail a few different aspects of being who you are and just embracing it, because when I talk about that subject, I feel cheesy, like, oh, just be yourself, love yourself. You hear that all the time. It's like, okay, to an extent that's true, and to an extent you have to learn when it's, I don't know, when enough is enough, okay? And when just being who you are is not effective anymore. In other words, sometimes just saying, well, it is what it is, I am who I am, doesn't work if it's not working for you or for the world, So, anyway, I was thinking about the way I am, my behaviors, some of the things I do. For example, I smoke pot. I'm going to smoke right now because I don't want to combine my video with the time I have to puff. A lot of people agree with everything I do, or not everything I do, but a lot of things I do, or the values I have, except for smoking pot. They say smoking pot does this or does that. There's still people telling me that it causes cancer and all this crap. So it's a difference in opinion based on difference of information. And I don't have the right to tell them my information is any more valid than they have to tell me that theirs is. In other words, I can't tell a person pot cures cancer any more than they can tell me it causes it, because both of us are basing that on scientific information that we get from the sources that we seek. Now, before I get too far, I wanted to say that the reason why I'm saying this video, this subject, is because I was thinking of how I am. I'm a pack rat, or at least I have been, and I think maybe it's due to the loss of my dad when I was younger. But maybe I'm afraid to lose my history. But anyway, the stuff that's been passed to me or given to me, anytime I get a gift from someone, it's almost like a burden, because I feel like I can't let it go. And I've received a lot of gifts, just random stuff people give me, and maybe a shirt here or something there. I was going through all my old clothes, and I was like, oh, I can't get rid of this. My buddy gave me this, and I was like, dude, I was 16 years old. It's a shirt from Mexico. I don't even know if he bought it or if his dad brought it back, or it's just this attachment. And people have made fun of me in the past, like, oh, Josh always has the stuff, Josh always has the, if you're looking for something old school, or memories or pictures, Josh has it. And in a lot of cases that's true, but I've embraced that side of myself. I don't say, oh, well, it's a problem. I say, I'm that guy that has the stuff. And my friends' possessions can come and go, but I'll always hang on to those memories, so you can come back and look. Flipping through old recordings or old writings. I've had times when my friends have written things down on pieces of paper, like notes and shit, when we were in high school, and I just keep it. Weird stuff like that. I love that stuff. It's nostalgia. I'm a nostalgic person. I love to reminisce. I love the old joke about cameras. Digital cameras. My brother we were cracking a joke one time, and he's like, it was right when digital cameras became popular, and you could look at the picture on the back, and he's like, yep, I like to instantly reminisce. I like the nostalgia, instant nostalgia, of being able to look at the pictures right away. Why do we do that? And so anyway, we have this, that's the kind of person I am, and I'm really embracing that, because I don't have any desire to be different or to try to conform to any particular standards, although I find myself sometimes saying, well, I have too much stuff, it's time to get rid of it. So the last couple of days I've been going through all my stuff, and I realized that most of it is hobby stuff, and then there's stereo related stuff, equipment, speakers, receivers. Then there's music related equipment with my bass guitar, I have a drum set. I have two basses, 3 basses, a drum set, 2 guitars, and like 2 half stacks, amplifiers and heads and all this random stuff that I hardly even ever play, and it's just sitting there. And then I have records, 2 shelves of just all the way across the room of records, wall to wall, and then one more in my living room. So anyway, this is just who I am, my hobbies that build up on me, and I really, I guess I can't fight it, you know? It's just the kind of person I am. I enjoy doing these things, but there's some people who come over and they've given me shit about my garage, you know, because I used to, randomly I'll have a big pile of stuff in my garage, and people will be like, damn, you know, how do you deal with that? Because my garage is kind of like a living area, too. I'm like, well, it's not as bad as it looks. It's a few speakers with some coats from work and a couple tools stacked on it. It just seems like a lot. Oh, and then on top of the stereo equipment, the speakers, all that, I have tools, an entire shop full of tools, you know. I'm a carpenter, so these are, I'm a jack of all trades, and I have all these different things that I do, and I love to tackle everything I can, but it costs me space and sanity sometimes. And then I'll go over to a friend's house. I have this one buddy who has really nothing. He's got his bed, you know, and a few things on the wall and a couple of posters, and it's like, wow, you know, you have nothing, and you're happy, and that's fine, because that's where I want to be. Like, I see myself saying, I don't need any of the shit I have, and if it was gone tomorrow, it wouldn't matter, but I do, and I enjoy having it around when I need it, and every time I get rid of something, I need it. It's just like, I don't know. I don't really know what to you know, which direction to go with that, other than to just embrace it, you know, and say, well, I have the stuff I have. I've sold a lot of it on Craigslist, and you know, I don't like to be overwhelmed with stuff, but I really like to have what I need when I need it. You know, I go to grab a tool or something, and it's there. No matter what I grab, it's there. I mean, it's nice. It's nice to have. But I realize that that's just because I have a lot of things I do. I know some people who don't do anything, really. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you're the kind of person who just, you know, goes between work and home and maybe doesn't really have any hobbies, but, you know, maybe your hobby doesn't entail stuff. Maybe your hobby is making movies or something, or videos, or editing something that doesn't require too much more than software and a computer, you know. And that's the thing. My hobbies are too widely spread, so I have a lot to do, you know, to keep up with all this stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I know there's a lot of other people out there like that. I have a few friends who are like jack of all trades, you know, that you know, that I can do it myself kind of guys, you know, and I don't think I could live any other way. I really don't. I don't think I could live life without trying everything myself at least once, you know. If I have a problem, I'll still call an electrician, I'll still call a plumber, you know, I'll call a specialist for doing particular tile stuff or custom moldings, you know, stuff that I know I can do myself, but it takes longer and it's not cost effective. But sometimes I'll even take the long route, and just to know I did it myself, you know. I really highly revere those guys in the old times who built their own cabins. If you ever get a chance, there's a show that was on public broadcasting, and they play it every year, I think. It's called, let's see, it's Into the Wild is what it's called. Because I remember there was a movie called Out of the Wild that was based on that Timothy Treadwell guy. I think it's one or the other. No, there was a TV show also called Out of the Wild that I applied for. I wanted to be on it. It was, so I think it was Into the Wild, and it's about this old guy who went to Alaska and moved in and built his own cabin, and it just follows him through the whole process. It's really well done, and it really brings to light, wow, these are old school techniques, you know, and these are people who were jacks of all trades by necessity, you know. And I feel like that's been lost in today's world. And so that's why I try to do it myself. I try to take on every different aspect of life I can, you know, and take the bull by the horns, so to speak. And yeah, there's a lot to be learned, and I don't believe that it's just like I've learned, any amount of book knowledge is not going to help you with hands-on experience. And the same goes for everything. So experience is the mother. Peace out.